it's Enigma, and who would have thought that stand-up comedy and gaming would go together pretty well? As you probably know from the last time I ended up going to, well, a LAN event, I ended up going to the same place where I went this time, Weird Beer, for a stand-up comedy slash gaming event hosted by North County Gamers. This is something that I personally never thought would end up working out the way that it did, and honestly, I am still surprised as to how well this turned out. The event was so engaging and it was so fun. I just want to give a huge shout out to not just Veer Beer and North County Gamers, but also to Michael Colin and Kane Holloway, who were the stand-up comedians at this event. At the event, there was a pretty nice lounging area where there were a lot of game consoles set up, not just modern consoles, but also retro consoles. There was plenty to play before and after the show, but during the show, that was a different story. The entire show was complete chaos, but in a good way. I can't remember which game this one was, but it started out with a few rounds of a Jackbox TV game, which turned out pretty wild. After that, we ended up following up with some Overcooked 2, which was, well, it's bound to be as chaotic as you would think. But the third game that was up on the list was very interesting. The game was called Hidden in Plain Sight, and this was a game that was developed by a local developer right here in San Diego County. It was very fun to play, and I ended up playing it on stage with 3 other attendees, and well, I'm gonna be honest, I sucked. So the goal of the game is to cross the finish line without getting detected. You have to blend in with a lot of different NPCs, and the other players are trying to guess who's who, and they're trying to snipe you. The best thing that you can do is to try to blend in, and I was pretty bad at that, I'm not gonna lie. I suck at hiding in general. There's a reason why I didn't play Among Us when it was at its peak. After that, the owners of Veer Beer ended up having a bit of a show off with Street Fighter 6, and this was very heartwarming. One of the best things that I can say about Street Fighter 6, especially when it comes to the dynamic control scheme, is that this is a great way for people who are not necessarily comfortable with video games to try out a different genre, especially the fighting game genre, because this just takes away all of the technicalities and it just lets newcomers experience the game and have a good time. You should have been there to hear the entire audience as we were cheering on everybody that was going up to play. But the last game for that list, that's where the gloves truly came off. The last game on the list was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The gameplay was super chaotic. Both comedians were trying really hard to one-up each other, but myself and a few other attendees, well, we were left kind of disappointed because we were expecting a take you for a ride pun to just pop out in one of the jokes. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. This was a very cool experience. It was one of those things where you had to be there in order to experience it. It was so fun. The people over there were amazing. It's not a bad way to spend a good night out on the town. I just want to give a huge thank you to Veer Beer and North County Gamers for even putting on this event. Again, huge thank you to Michael and Kane, and I want to thank all of you for taking the time to watch this video to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications so you never miss out on a video or a live stream. And if you would like to help support the channel, check out buymeacoffee.com/Enygma. Links for everything will be down in the description box below. And as always, this is San Diego Shooting Star, signing out.